Okay, these are my thoughts on recent things happening surrounding the Democrats and the build-up, the campaign for the presidential election of, 2016. Now, apparently, recently, $400 million authorized by President Obama, went into Iran on the same day that some hostages were being released from Iran. Now, when asked, is this a ransom payment? The president says, no, this is an overdue bill based on some money we owed Iran from decades ago. Now, some people are going to pretend like they buy it, and they're going to believe, okay, so even though it's illegal, and by August of 2016, it is illegal to give money to the country of Iran, because that's the state of our relationship right now. It is illegal to send money to that country. But the president sent money to that country saying that it was for an overdue bill. So, and he's saying that it was completely unrelated to the release of these hostages. Now, Iran has people shouting death to America. The president of Iran for the last decade has been saying that we are one of the great Satans, and that, there's nothing better for the well-being of Iran than the destruction of America. And to somehow decide, by yourself that these threats aren't real, that somehow these people are just as normal as somebody who wishes you well. Somebody who says your death, it makes them happy, is just as normal as somebody who says that, they really wish you well. To equalize those two is absolutely insane, and to then give money to them under any circumstances when it's illegal is criminal. So I'm doing this video because I really believe that Democrats really need to hear a couple of things, and I think the media needs to hear a couple of things. So also, Julian Assange of WikiLeaks has suggested that a young man who was murdered, who worked for the DNC, might have been his informant, and so he was killed because basically he was given to WikiLeaks information. If you know anything about this time in history, it's all the DNC emails where you find cooperation between the DNC and the Washington Post and other news organizations. Now, here's what I want to tell you, Democrats. You know that Shaggy song where Shaggy is called Wasn't Me, where the guy is caught banging on the bathroom floor, cheating on his woman, and he kind of gets away with it by saying it wasn't me, right? And this is a very comical thing because the song is very funny, because the imagery in the song is like, dude, you're having sex right in front of my eyes, you're guilty, and he goes, it wasn't me, and he's able to like trick this woman out of leaving him, right? The song is about just deny, deny, deny. And so I want to tell you something, you Democrats, everybody I debate with, even in my family, people I debate with online, all of you Democrats, all of you media operatives who are in the tank for the Democrats, you cooperate with them, you try to make them look good when they don't look good, you try to hide when they look bad, you ignore stories that make them look bad, you blow out of proportion stories that make Republicans look bad, you hide when Republicans get a lot of good feedback and a lot of support. You focus tightly on Trump and ignore the shot, the panoramic shots of the crowds and stuff like that. And if you think that we don't know, you're out of your fucking mind, okay? You're out of your fucking mind. It must be early Alzheimer's set in on you motherfuckers, okay? You must really think that people are that fucking stupid, okay? We're not that fucking stupid. And what does it say about your character that you are lying like this? I don't care whether you're paid by George Soros to lie. Yes, I understand this. George Soros could be hovering over your computer terminal, and the minute you say something positive about the RNC or Republican or a conservative or a Christian, the minute you say something positive, he's going to yank some of that money that he's been giving you, or he's going to pick up the phone and your boss is going to wind up demoting you or firing you. Yes, I understand that. But look at what you're doing to your name, your reputation, your country, your company, your entire media profession, your entire journalism profession. You're letting Soros, the people who are willing to cheat, take a shit on you, on your humanity, on this country, even on your entire party and on your profession. Why? Because you're fucking spineless and you let these bullshit stories pass And it hits the more impressionable minds, people who don't have a filter. And that's why these people who are paying your paycheck and putting you into this squeeze pressure, it could be financial pressure, it could be social pressure. These people who are putting you under this pressure are trying to destroy all those good things. Now, if you really don't think this country is good, and you really don't think jobs is good, and you really don't think that conservatism is good, and you really don't think Christianity is good, here's what you do. Before you slap this majority in the face, because the majority of us don't think like you. So, before you slap all of us in the face, get the fuck out of this country. You understand? It would be the good thing to do. It would be, just take a deep breath and go on the computer and book a fucking flight the fuck out of here to some better place that you can imagine is better, right? Okay. Socialism and all that shit's been tried elsewhere. This shit doesn't work, but I understand you have a gang mentality. And you're also enslaved by, the fact that Soros, will not let you be reasonable. I understand that. Either way, if you want to destroy this country, you and your gang, your insane gang, who ignores all of the results that America has. No, I don't want to hear shit about imperialism, okay? That shit is over. America has superior outcomes because of freedom, period. I don't give a fuck about bad policies. Yes, some presidents have had fucked up policies and blah, blah, blah. That same argument you guys use is like saying the Crusades where Christians were just as fucked up as these motherfuckers who knocked down the Twin Towers, okay? Fuck you. You understand that? I'm smarter than that shit. I know the Crusades wasn't as brutal or as nasty as what these terrorists are doing. Okay, this shit's not equal. So I'm not going for it. And guess what? The majority of us are not going for that shit. We're not. We can add and we can compare. Okay? And we see a huge disparity between the abuses of radical Islam and the abuses of, Christians from hundreds of years ago. Right? So we're not going for that. Okay? So I'm here to tell you, you're really fucked up. No, it's not my opinion. You're actually really fucked up, okay? Your policies are fucked up. They don't work. And you're not getting good results, and you're not able to put out good results. You guys haven't put out good results in a long fucking time. Planned Parenthood, the more you put them outlets in the minority community, the more minorities use them shits. So you are incentivizing the destruction of minorities just by putting Planned Parenthood out. The more you put condoms available to teenagers, the more teen pregnancy goes up. The more you talk abstinence to teens, the more teen pregnancy goes down. We already know this. This shit is such common sense to us. But you guys are babies. And you're babies with adult powers, which is a fucking menace. You guys are a fucking menace. Now, I'm just appealing to any piece of humanity in you. Because if there's any maturity in you, you will deal with what I'm saying. I'm saying you guys are cheating. And I'm saying it's having a really bad effect on, our collective conversation. You are skewing our collective conversation in this country. If you're going to poll 60 to 65% of your poll is going to be Democrats, you're going to get numbers skewed. So you're fucking up the conversation. When the rest of us look at a poll, we want to see what our fellow Americans think. We don't want to see that our fellow Americans are thinking more democratic, in more Democrat party ways than they actually are. But you fucking up with the polls, is doing that. It's like you're lying to the entire country. And I just want to tell you, we see you, okay? And some of us, I'll speak for myself, we hate you. We hate you. And some of us are coming to fuck you up. And no, I don't mean we're gonna come and fuck you up physically, because most of us are people of principle. We'll fuck you up physically when you give us absolutely no choice, see, because that's what principled people do. But we're gonna start boycotting your dumb asses. We're not watching your news. And I know you don't care if we boycott your news, because Soros is still paying your fucking paycheck, because you have turned into nothing more than paid propaganda. So it really doesn't matter that we boycott. Yo, we going to buy Chick-fil-A because we don't agree with fucking up the meaning of what marriage is. We're not going to Target because we don't want our daughters in the bathroom with freaks. Just common sense shit, right? And we also realize you cannot get our money because we're not going to help you, all right? So here's what's going to happen. You're going to slowly get choked the fuck out. And because you're actually evil, right? Because you're evil, here's probably what's going to happen. You're probably going to lash out in some really desperate way and fuck up something in a huge way. And you're going to get a big ass wave of backlash. And some of that backlash might be physical. And it will be because you motherfuckers don't know how to give up. Let me tell you why you're supposed to give up. You were supposed to give up because you tried your experiments and the shits don't work. No, I don't mean what was said in the media about your results didn't seem to work. Because the media is going to make your results look like they work. I'm not talking about those lies. I'm talking about in reality those shits don't work, right? So, for you to pretend like they work and they don't really work, I mean, you're just supposed to take a back seat, okay? But you're too arrogant to take a back seat, and you believe some insane narrative about how wrong the other side is. And so you think you're actually saving the world by stopping people who have better results from having their shot, right? And if your opposition has good results, you don't want anybody to hear about it. So look, you don't listen to reason anymore. So you're really pushing it. It won't be our fault. It will be completely self-defense because you're fucking up a really good country. And I'm realizing that you're so deranged that maybe you can't help it. Maybe you whipped yourself into a frenzy where really harmless people with good results are somehow frightening to you, which is insane. So we can't appeal to you. We talk to you straight. You don't like common sense at this point. So you're probably going to get fucked up, okay? And I'm just letting you know that, okay? You should get out of the Democrat Party. You have no idea how many level-headed black people do not support Black Lives Matter. The whole idea that it is racist to say all lives matter, listen to me. Fuck you, because I know you don't want to listen, but I'm going to tell you anyway. It's satanic to say that the statement all lives matter is racist. Only Satan hates humans that much. And you're letting your anger, which is trumped up anyway, it's like fake anger, right? It's manufactured outrage. And you're letting this manufactured outrage screw with your mind, and you're deranged, okay? So I don't know what to tell you. You're not getting good results, and you're demonizing good people, and you're demonizing good results. So you're going to get fucked up, okay? You're going to get fucked up politically. You're going to get fucked up economically, okay? And if you lash out at the last minute, you are going to get fucked up physically. You are. So the question is whether you have so much pride that you're going to push it that far. And if I know anything about Satan, he will. So if you don't want to go the route that Satan is going, you should separate from Satan. You should make sure that you get away from Satan. You should make sure you get away from the people that hate humanity. You know, if you want to suicide yourself, that's one thing. But as a member of this country, as a person, a U.S. person, protected by the Constitution, I don't agree with you. And the majority of people, level-headed people who go to work, who don't have the time to do YouTube videos and be activists, okay, who don't need George Soros to bankroll them, that silent majority does not agree with you. And so I think you should walk away from this arrogant gang mentality which tries to prop up bad results just because they're your gang's results. I understand, you know, east side, I get you. It's like your pride on the line, the pride of your gang, the DNC is on the line, the pride, right? Plus, you know, if conservatives come in, it's going to be less sex to be had, right? Because we kind of conserve things like sex, right? And so the party's going to be over. But like, I'm telling you, you're a child if you think like that. Casual sex is having very bad results. And, you know, look, you guys are just wrong. So I just wanted to do this video to tell you, if you don't just shake it off and go, yeah, you got it, you got a point there, and chill the hell out. These stories, we're giving $400 to our enemies and killing people for telling the truth and all this kind of stuff. 5 people associated in the last few months have died, people associated with Hillary Clinton, and the media doesn't even cover it. And you know, Bernie Sanders candidacy was tanked and treated in a biased manner by the DNC, and the media doesn't even cover it. So we know what time it is. You motherfuckers are thinking that you can continue to do this, and I'm just telling you, the shit stops right here. The shit stops right here. It stops right now. That silent majority is on to you, and you motherfuckers, your game is over. This is a good country, started by the Spirit of Christ. Christ believed, for God so loved the world. That means God believed in humans. That's why this country rhymes with Christ, because we say that our rights come from the Creator. In other words, our founding fathers so respected human beings that they gave up the opportunity to create another form of tyranny and put the power in the hands of the people. It's totally respect, having absolute respect for what the human being is, synonymous with the respect and love that Christ and his Father had for human beings. That is why you're honorary Christian if you're an American citizen. And that is why people are down on America and Christianity at the same time. And there are people who are awake, and we are telling you right now, the shit is over. You have no reason except your delusion. And we see your delusion coming out of the pit of hell. And you don't have real power. And you're going to find out what real power is if you push it. All right. Don't say I didn't tell you. There are plenty of things for you to go ahead and do. Go ahead and do them. Stop doing that dirt. You should. If you're a journalist, you should leave that shit. Okay? You should quit that shit.